Alright guys, Mr. G here with a game review. We're looking at the indie game review of Plebby Quest. Imagine if Crusader Kings had a really simple to play child. That would be Plebby Quest. I've tried to love Crusader Kings so many times, but it's always been too overwhelming for me. This game is perfect for me. It doesn't take a lot of time to learn it. The art style is really minimalistic and just gorgeous. I love the maps and the characters, and it plays a lot like a total war game. You've got generals, you've got armies, you've got pretty basic diplomacy options you can do. You're playing realistic kingdoms. This is one of the scenarios you can do in the game. The diplomacy options are a little bit limited and a little bit simplified. They're pretty straightforward. The AI behaves a little bit silly. That's a little oversimplified. You can unlock missions. There are stories based around the scenario missions and quests. The characters can be a little bit wordy. You have something called a parliament. You can choose different missions to unlock as you go, giving you a little bit of flexibility. I'll say right now, as a grown-up adult with children, this is a nice game that you can play in between all of the other hectic stuff in your real life that you're barely keeping up with. You don't have to sit down for a huge hour-long session to get enjoyment out of Plebby. It's fun. So diplomacy, like I said, it's pretty straightforward. You can send liaisons or ambassadors to boost relations, gifts, etc. You can then make alliances. You can trade with people that are just right next to you. You've got to unlock other research upgrades to do trading with sea kingdoms and sea routes. It's very simplistic, but it's not overly simplistic. There's enough depth and fun as you get into the game that you're really going to find yourself trying to find the best strategy to win, the best gameplay you're going to do, but it's not going to overwhelm you. And the mini-map and the UI are really nice, user-friendly. The tutorial's good. The writing is cheeky and funny. There's just way too much of it. You're going to find yourself holding down control to speed stuff up and skip over dialogue options. Now, there's mini games built in throughout. To get research points, you got to go through the mosque, and you've got to do a mini game that's a lot like hanging out at the casino, lining up different books of different colors, giving you a certain amount of research points. It's fun, and I like it, and it plays out nicely, and it works for the game. So once you've done that, you actually get to go spend your research unlocking different things to upgrade soldiers or trade, etc. Nothing any one of a strategy game is going to be unfamiliar with. Now, battles are more than just whoever has the bigger army wins. There's little mini games as well. There's different kinds of units, like a rock, paper, scissors style. You got infantry, archers, and cavalry. Those can be upgraded into different kinds of units as you unlock them and progress. And you also unlock different commands that you can use. You can swap units out and they'll heal over time. There's more advanced commands as you unlock them in research. You can see this is a city siege here. You've got a wall versus a siege tower. So far, I found the battles to be enjoyable and fun, not overly complicated. I do need to get some better troops. Me and our neighboring kingdom have been fighting for many turns and have yet to defeat each other like a real war. It's going to play a lot like a total war game too. At the end of each turn, other countries are going to take their turns, etc. And then at the end of the turn, you're going to get all of your resources and kingdom overview. Nothing anyone that's ever played a strategy game will be unfamiliar with. If you enjoy these kinds of games and you want one that's not going to require too much of a time investment, this is your game. The troop management is fun. There's a lot of different upgrades from medals to different kinds of troops that you can upgrade into. You're going to need specific resources to get those. You're going to need trade to do it. As someone, getting messages, as someone who loves these kinds of games but could never get into Crusader Kings, I really found this one enjoyable. That's someone messaging me saying, hey, you should play this game. It's fun. It's awesome. Mr. Gaines highly recommends this one. I think I picked it up on Steam for like $20. It's worth $20. So if you enjoy these kind of games and your life's stressful right now because, hey, hashtag 2021. Oh my goodness. Yes. Okay. Sorry. I think that's probably Mrs. G saying I need to get off the computer. So I'm going to catch you guys later. Mr. G out.